I've been holding back tears for 4 years. I could finally accept my son's death, because now I know that the person who took my son's life, they found him guilty today. I'm at peace.
The emotional scene inside a Louisville courtroom tonight. The mother of Fred O'Bannon says she's finally getting justice. Her son was shot and killed on the job at a road construction site by a pure stranger in November of 2021. That man is no longer a stranger. The jury finding Keyshaun Stewart guilty on all charges. The decision coming down just after 7 o'clock tonight. Hello, everyone, and good to be with you here on the WHAS 11 Night Team. I'm Doug Prophet. Stewart was found guilty on all charges. Murder, guilty but mentally ill. Attempted murder, guilty but mentally ill. Also, attempted first-degree assault of a police officer, guilty but mentally ill. First degree of wanton endangerment, guilty and but mentally ill as well. And fleeing or evading police on foot, guilty but mentally ill. WHAS 11 Night Team's Jose Alonso with photojournalist Jessica Farley and Aspen Hester covering the intense emotion and relief.
The emotional moment in court for Anita O'Bannon, the mother of the late Frederick Ned O'Bannon Jr., who was shot dead in November of 2021 while working on I-264 at the Dixie Highway exit.
Freddie had every right to come home that night, but Keyshaun Stewart chose to take his rights away from him. And we've been dealing with it for 4 years. 4 long years, but today, it's over.
We, the jury, find Mr. Stewart guilty of criminal attempt murder.
A Jefferson County jury found Keyshaun Stewart guilty, but mentally ill on every one of 5 charges, which include the murder of O'Bannon and attempted murder on LMPD Sergeant Chris Lane.
The defendant shot and hit me in the left side of my face.
I love Chris. Chris is put it this way, Chris is welcome to the barbecues. Okay. Chris is... He's our brother.
Sergeant Lane survived the attack and rallied at that moment, shooting Stewart after being shot himself. But his defense says Stewart did not have a weapon on him.
He lifted his hands and then pulled them back in. And then Sergeant Lane did what he had to do. And then Sergeant Lane shot the out of him. Mr. Carson didn't say anything about seeing a gun in his hands.
Stewart's defense pleaded to the jury to find him not guilty by reason of insanity, but the Commonwealth was not having it.
He cannot be insane because there was no mental illness to cause him to lack the substantial capacity to either appreciate the criminality of his conduct or to conform his conduct to the requirements of the law.
Fred's brother Jasper Hunt says he's glad justice was served.
I can finally relax. I haven't mourned once. I haven't been able to mourn since the day it happened. I've been fighting this literally by myself. Now I have my support system.
Even after this hard loss within the family, Fred's mom says she forgives Stewart.
We're both losing something, and I pray that his family gets the help that they need. I forgive them, not for them. I forgive them because I have to. I cannot and I will not walk around with hatred in my heart. I will not.
Stewart is still facing 2 other charges in court tomorrow. That includes possession of a handgun by a convicted felon and persistent felony offender. He's expected back in the courtroom tomorrow at 10 in the morning. It will also include his sentencing. Reporting live in studio, Jose Alonso, WHAS 11 Night Team, on your side.
And we will be following that tomorrow here on WHAS. Thank you very much, Jose.